Hello, good morning friends, welcome back to my channel. My desk is still as messy as we last chatted, and it's just been crazy busy in my neck of the wood. I have been attempting so many times to upload video. I did have a project completed, and the filming just wasn't cooperating with me. It was either the neighborhood gardeners. My gardener comes in on a Thursday, and then my pool guy comes in on Wednesday, and then when the dogs hear somebody in the front lawn, they just go nuts, and so I'm like, oh my gosh, isn't there a day where I could sit down and really record without any trouble at all, so but anyways, nothing was clean. It was so stressful, recording stop and go, and then by the time I got done, I was so frustrated, and I was like, well, I can't redo this because now I have to scratch that clip because of all the noise happening and the interruption. So I'm like, now how do I go back, and share this project, this particular stitch? It was just so much overwhelmed. I'm just like, I'm just gonna scratch it. So yeah, that's the reason why I couldn't upload a video for you guys on Friday. So, but nonetheless, here's the project that I was trying to share with you guys. It was my mug rug. This measures about 10.5 inches by 5.25 inches. So, and I did this via Quilt As You Go, and then I just finished it off with some hand embroidery. It was a lot of fun making it. I went to town with this flower here, so, but yeah, and here's some of the various stitches that I added. There was a lot of pink and lavender on the flower, so I had to just kind of extend it. I used the same thread that I used with the flower. So that's what I have, and that's the back. It is padded. So that's my the project I wanted to share with you guys. And then, so after I finished, I kind of got stuck, and I don't know if I was just discouraged with the interruption that was happening throughout the filming, and I just couldn't begin another project. Though I attempted, at one point my desk was covered with fabric scrap, and the pieces are beautiful, but they weren't speaking to me. They weren't talking to me like, use me, they weren't speaking to me, and then I found myself buried on the floor with a box of fabric scrap, and I ended up sorting them, though they were sorted, but for some reason I was not happy with the way I sorted them. So I tried sorting them again, although I must admit there was not much sorting. Everything still kind of went back into the same bag that they were. So yeah, I spent a good amount of time doing that. My dog is barking. There's probably someone walking. So, but anyways, where was I? So yeah, and still was not able to come up with anything. So I did have some work in progress, and they're cross stitching. I do enjoy cross stitching, but I don't do it as much as I love doing my my sashiko and slow stitching project. This project I've done some more. There's a couple on the wall, but they're hard to pull up. So, but this one I've done, and I believe I shared this once before, and I really love how it turned out. And and it was fairly easy, you know, so I do enjoyed it. It's a nice quiet time to just sit and just cross stitch. So I've done that. And so I had bought this piece, honestly, probably about a year ago or so, and it was normally like $29.99. I believe I got this at Hobby Lobby, I believe. So and it's almost similar to this, but except it's a boots. Anyways, I thought it was really pretty. I was able to grab it. It must have been on sale for a while. I was able to grab it for just $3. So I started working on it, and I think this is part of the reason why I got so discouraged. I got frustrated with it because it was taking so slow. I was having trouble like where I stop, and then I count every little stitches, and then I decided I'm gonna go do my blocks. And I don't recommend you do this, although this is an iron-on ink, so I could just run my hot iron and it'll disappear. And I'm okay with that because this is just gonna go on the wall, you know. So I don't recommend that. There's a proper way to do it, but that's another video. But anyways, so I decided to go do the blocking so then I can just focus on a small little block, and I thought maybe I can go faster. And so I started working on it, and I was moving a little bit better. But then I started in this area, and then I realized I'm off track. So somehow I feel like I got way too many rows here that I stitched. And so I need to unstitch a couple of rows here to see where I messed up. And I was just like, oh my goodness gracious, you know. I was like, it took me forever to get at this point, but I was just like frustrated. And so it is going back into its package, and it'll be a work in progress when I'm ready to go. I also like horses. I love horses, and this one again was on sale. I paid $34.99, and it was marked at $34.99, and I paid $7.99 for it. And I attempted to start this, and I didn't do too well either. I think maybe a bit more than I could chew. So I put it back in the bag, and it's gonna be a work in progress. I'm gonna come back to those when I'm good and ready. But in the meantime, I'm trying my best to get my creative flow flowing again. And I got some fabric scrap on my table here, and I thought I would do some brooches. And I'm just taking some of my fabric, like this guy came from this piece of fabric. I just kind of fussy cut it, put it on the heat and bond, and then stitched it. And then same thing here. This was just a little square piece of fabric that I had by itself. I don't know where I got it, so I just did a cup and a saucer, and I was gonna write coffee here, and then same thing here. But I wanted to go with my pre-motion stitching, and I stopped there. Oh, I also fussy cut this one because I wanted to also turn it into a brooch and then do my white daisy stitch on this because I really love how it looks with the daisy stitch. So I found myself stuck again at this point because I needed to pull out my regular sewing machine that's capable of doing the darning stitch or the pre-motion. You can see here I stitched this. It looked nice. It's not bad, but I did this with my featherweight. My featherweight is just straight stitch. So I did it, but it was quite slow, and same thing here. So, and the issue I have is I don't have space here on in this room. All I have was this one sewing table with my featherweight sitting on there. So I'm just being lazy. That's it. I admit I'm being lazy of going into the closet and pulling out my regular sewing machine and switching off my featherweight with it. And I just don't want to put it away. I love using my featherweight. I'm just too lazy to put it away. In all honesty, I've been itching to go back to my old space, which is downstairs in the garage. I have one carport garage space downstairs that I have all my sewing machine. I have 2 industrial sewing machine there, and my treadle sewing machine, my Singer treadle sewing machine, over 100-year old sewing machine. And I miss working on those. I miss using it, and I want to really use my treadle. I attempted to bring the treadle back up here before I brought my sewing machine table and the featherweight. But because it's carpeted, I couldn't move the treadle. The carpet was just preventing my treadle to go up and down, so I had to bring it back down, and that sucker was heavy. So but yeah, so but it's just so cold right now down there, and yeah, the weather is just, it's just not fleecing at the moment, you know. One day it's nice and warm, I thought I'm ready, you know, and then the next day it's just miserably cold and wet. So, but anyways, oh, I'm just ranting, I apologize. Anyways, that's where I'm at. And it's already Wednesday, you all. Oh no, I'm sorry, Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? I forget even with the date, because that's how bad it's been for me. It's a Wednesday already, and I have yet able to manage to put together any project at all. So I don't know, yesterday I spent all day just reading my books, my quilting books, my sewing books. I even have lots of magazine for like card making and stuff like that. So I did all that yesterday, and it's just nothing is coming out. I'm having a hard time, and I'm getting really frustrated. So I wonder if you guys ever get in that situation. If you do, please share, and I hope that we can share our thoughts on this, and that let me know if I'm the only one dealing with this stuck at the moment, and can't get your creative flow. I know I get those moments, but I usually am able to just kind of, you know, slowly get back into it. But guys, it's almost a week, and I'm not getting anything out, and it's just getting me frustrated. So I hope next week I am able to share something fun with you guys, and hopefully we can get creative together. Let me know what you guys are working on. Maybe that might inspire me. Maybe me talking about my situation might get it off my system. So I hope that will help. So we'll see. But anyways, I'm almost at 14 minutes and a half, and so I'm not going to keep it any longer. I just wanted to come on, say hi, let you guys know what I'm struggling with right now, and hopefully we can get back in our creative flow, and start getting creative together once again. So all right, friends, take care, and I look forward in chatting with you again really soon. Bye for now.